London, 1858. Summer's heat beat down relentlessly, turning the bustling city into a sweltering furnace. The largest city in the world sweltered under the oppressive sun, its streets teeming with people seeking respite from the heat. But amidst the hustle and bustle, a more insidious evil lurked in the shadows, threatening the very fabric of the city. The River Thames, the lifeblood of the city, was slowly dying, its waters turning into a toxic brew. Not from drought, but from an overwhelming accumulation of filth and waste that had been carelessly discarded. The air hung heavy, thick with the stench of raw sewage, making it difficult to breathe. Human waste, industrial effluent and rotting garbage choked the Thames, turning it into a putrid cesspool. The river, once a source of life and commerce, had become an open sewer, a symbol of neglect and decay. Its murky waters became a breeding ground for disease, spreading illness and death throughout the city. Along the riverbanks, the stench was unbearable, forcing people to cover their noses and flee the area. The foul odour seeped into homes, shops, and even government buildings, sparing no one from its reach. Even the Houses of Parliament, perched on the river's edge, were not immune to the overpowering stench that permeated the air. The very heart of British power was brought to its knees by the relentless and overpowering stench, a stark reminder of the city's dire state. The summer of 1858 would be etched in London's memory as a time of great suffering and hardship. It was the summer of the Great Stink, a period that would forever be remembered in the annals of history. A stark reminder of what happens when a city neglects its most basic duty, the health and well-being of its people. The Great Stink served as a wake-up call, prompting urgent action to address the city's sanitation crisis and prevent such a catastrophe from ever happening again. The Thames was more than just a river. It was London's lifeblood, a bustling artery of commerce connecting the city to the world. Ships laden with goods from every corner of the empire sailed its waters. But the river was also a victim of the city's success. Its growth had outpaced its infrastructure. With no proper sewage system, human waste flowed directly into the Thames. Factories dumped their toxic byproducts into the river. The once mighty Thames was now a toxic stew, its waters thick with sewage, the stench unbearable. Fish died, the ecosystem collapsing. The consequences of the Great Stink were swift and deadly. The polluted Thames became a breeding ground for disease. Cholera, a waterborne killer, stalked the city. Fear gripped London, the disease merciless. Its victims struck down with agonizing stomach cramps, vomiting and diarrhea. Death often followed within hours. The poorest suffered the most. Living in cramped, unsanitary conditions, they were most vulnerable to the disease. Thousands perished. The city in the grip of a public health crisis. The stench from the Thames was so overpowering that it finally reached the hallowed halls of Parliament. Even the elite were not immune. The Great Stink had forced its way onto the political agenda. Debates raged in Parliament. Some argued for immediate action. Others, concerned about the cost, resisted change. The crisis exposed the deep social and political divisions of Victorian England. Finally, the government was forced to act. The stench unbearable. The public outcry deafening, the need for a solution undeniable. The Great Stink had become a catalyst for change. Section 5. A city's response. The birth of modern sanitation. The Great Stink forced London to confront its sanitation crisis. It was a turning point in the city's history, the event that led to the birth of modern sanitation. A massive public works project was commissioned, its goal to build a modern sewage system for London. This ambitious undertaking would transform the city and safeguard the health of its citizens. Engineers and labourers worked tirelessly. Miles of sewers were dug, pumping stations were built. The city's waste would be diverted away from the Thames, treated and disposed of safely. Section 6. Joseph Bazalgette, the engineer who tamed the Thames. At the helm of this monumental project was a civil engineer named Joseph Bazalgette. His vision and determination would shape the future of London. He designed a system that was not only functional, but also elegant. Bazalgette's plan was ambitious. It involved constructing a network of intercepting sewers. These sewers would capture the city's waste before it reached the Thames. The project was a marvel of Victorian engineering. It took years to complete and required immense resources, but it was a testament to the city's commitment to public health. Section 7. A legacy of cleanliness, London transformed. The completion of Bazalgette's sewage system marked a turning point in London's history. The Thames gradually cleansed, the stench a fading memory, the city transformed, the incidence of cholera and other waterborne diseases plummeted. London became a healthier place to live, the city's transformation a testament to the power of infrastructure and engineering. Bazalgette's legacy extended beyond the sewers themselves. He had shown the world the importance of investing in public health. His work paved the way for modern sanitation systems around the globe. Section 8. Beyond the Great Stink: Global Lessons in Public Health. The Great Stink of 1858 was a wake-up call not just for London but for the world. The overpowering stench from the River Thames forced the city to confront its sanitation crisis head-on. It highlighted the importance of public health and sanitation. The crisis underscored how vital it was to manage waste and provide clean water to prevent disease. It showed the devastating consequences of neglecting these essential services. Cholera outbreaks and other diseases were rampant, claiming thousands of lives. Cities around the world began to invest in their own sanitation systems. Inspired by London's experience, they sought to avoid similar public health disasters. They learned from London's mistakes and successes. Engineers and city planners studied the new sewer systems and public health measures implemented in London. The Great Stink, a catalyst for a global public health movement. It spurred innovations in waste management and urban planning that transformed cities worldwide. Today, access to clean water and sanitation is recognized as a fundamental human right. Modern cities continue to build on the lessons learned from the past. The legacy of the Great Stink lives on in every city that prioritizes the health and well-being of its citizens. From advanced sewage treatment plants to comprehensive public health policies, the impact of this historical event is still felt today. Section 9. The Thames Today, a symbol of renewal and resilience. The Thames today is a far cry from the open sewer of 1858. Thanks to the efforts of Bazalgette and countless others, it is once again a source of pride for London. The river teems with life. Fish have returned. Birds nest along its banks. The Thames is a testament to the resilience of nature and the power of human ingenuity. Londoners and visitors alike enjoy the river. They stroll along its banks, take boat rides, and even swim in its waters. The Thames, a symbol of London's renewal and its commitment to a sustainable future. Section 10. Conclusion. The enduring importance of public health. The Great Stink of 1858 stands as a stark reminder of the importance of public health. During this period, the Thames River was so polluted that the stench was unbearable, leading to widespread illness and suffering. It is a lesson that resonates as strongly today as it did over 150 years ago. The events of that time led to significant changes in public health policies and infrastructure, which have saved countless lives since. As cities around the world continue to grow, it is essential that we prioritize public health and sanitation. Urbanization brings with it challenges such as overcrowding, pollution, and the spread of diseases, making it more important than ever to invest in public health. We must learn from the past and invest in the infrastructure and systems that will protect the health of our citizens. This includes building and maintaining efficient sewage systems, ensuring clean water supply, and promoting hygiene practices. The Great Stink may be a distant memory. However, its impact on public health policy and urban planning is still felt today. But its message is timeless. Public health is not a luxury, it is a necessity that requires continuous effort and vigilance. It is the foundation of a healthy and prosperous society. By investing in public health, we ensure that future generations can live in safe, clean and thriving communities.